Our planet is full of incredible landscapes, but some of the strangest and most breathtaking sights can only be seen from far above hundreds of miles up, where satellites orbit in silence. From that height, deserts turn into artwork, mountains form symbols, and coastlines start looking like shapes drawn by someone with a huge cosmic paintbrush. And every so often, satellites capture something so unusual that people around the world stop and wonder, what exactly are we looking at? Let's explore some of the most mysterious, unexpected, and mind-bending things ever spotted from space. Deep in the Sahara Desert, satellites once photographed something that shocked the internet, a formation that looked exactly like a massive skull staring upward. You could clearly see the round eye sockets, the long nose ridge, and even cracks that resembled fractured bone. It looked so real that people speculated everything from ancient giants to lost civilizations. But the truth is, natural land still fascinating. The skull is actually an ancient volcanic crater. A huge eruption long ago cracked the land open, and over thousands of years, harsh desert winds sculpted the remaining rock into ridges and hollows. When sunlight hits at just the right angle, shadows fall into place and create the illusion of a giant stone face. It's nothing supernatural, just an incredible trick of erosion and light. Travel southwest to Namibia and you'll find another mystery captured from space. Enormous circular clearings known as fairy circles. One of them, nearly a perfect ring, became famous online. Some people thought it was a meteor impact or the remains of an ancient ritual site hidden beneath the sands. But after decades of study, scientists discovered a natural explanation. These circles form from a combination of competition among plant roots, the movement of underground termites, and the struggle for scarce water. Over the years, small patches merge into larger circles, creating perfect shapes that look intentional when viewed from above. It's nature making geometric art without ever meaning to. Now we head to the Canadian Badlands, where satellites revealed a landscape shaped uncannily like a human face. Locals call it the Badlands Guardian. From space, it looks like a person wearing a traditional headdress. Some people even joke that it's wearing headphones, but that part is just a modern road and an oil well pad that happened to sit in the right spot. Even though the face looks sculpted, it's completely natural. Wind and rain carved the soft clay over thousands of years, creating valleys and ridges that align perfectly to form what looks like a detailed human profile. And when the sunlight casts shadows across it, the face becomes even more lifelike. Near Egypt's Red Sea coast, satellites discovered something that looked too perfect to be natural, a giant spiral pattern carved deep into the desert. The internet exploded with theories. Was it a message? A military site? Something left behind by aliens? Eventually, the truth came out. It's a massive art installation called Desert Breath, created in 1997. Artists sculpted over 1 million square feet of sand into cones and depressions, forming a double spiral designed to be seen only from the sky. Desert winds have softened it over time, but satellites continue capturing the shape with stunning clarity. But one of the most famous examples of artwork, meant to be seen from above, lies in Peru, the Nazca Lines. From ground level, the lines look like random trails. But from the sky, they become enormous figures, a hummingbird, a monkey, and the famous Nazca spider stretching across the desert plain. The designs were created around 2,000 years ago by scraping away the dark top layer of gravel to reveal lighter earth beneath. What's mysterious is how accurate and massive these shapes are, especially considering the Nazca people had no way to see them from above. The purpose of the lines is still debated: religious rituals, astronomical markers, or offerings to gods in the sky. But thanks to satellites, we can see them exactly as their creators intended. Now we move to China's Gobi Desert, where satellites captured enormous white geometric patterns etched into the desert floor. When these images first appeared online, people guessed everything from alien landing sites to coded messages. But these huge shapes are actually satellite calibration targets used by China. Their bright surfaces help military and scientific satellites check their focus, alignment, and camera accuracy. On the ground, they're just gravel and stone, but from orbit, they form perfect grids and lines stretching for miles. Of course, some of the most impressive formations are purely natural. One of the most mesmerizing is the Eye of the Sahara in Mauritania, a 25-mile-wide circular formation that looks like a giant spiral burned into the desert. For years, people thought it might be an impact crater, but scientists now believe it's a deeply eroded geological dome formed by uplift and erosion over millions of years. Astronauts often use it as a landmark because of its enormous, unmistakable shape. Another alien-looking landscape lies in Ethiopia's Danakil Depression. From above, this region glows in neon greens, yellows, and oranges. These surreal colors come from minerals, volcanic heat, and chemical reactions in pools of acidic water. It's one of the hottest places on Earth, but satellites capture its beauty in a way no ground-level photo ever could. Then there are places that transform dramatically depending on the season. Bolivia's Uyuni Salt Flat becomes the world's largest mirror after rain. From above, it looks like the sky has duplicated itself on the ground. During dry months, satellites capture it as a vast, glowing white sheet. During wet months, it turns into a smooth silver-blue mirror that almost blends into the clouds. Lake Natron in Tanzania is another strange beauty. From space, the lake shines bright red due to minerals and microorganisms in its famously alkaline waters. It's harsh and deadly for many animals, yet flamingos build nests there, adding even more contrast to one of the world's most surreal landscapes. And even ordinary farmland looks extraordinary. From space, circular fields created by center pivot irrigation appear like green dots across the desert in Saudi Arabia and the US, forming perfectly symmetrical patches visible only from satellites. The more you explore Earth from above, the more you realize just how many hidden patterns and strange formations exist. Patterns we'd never notice if we were standing right on top of them. Wind, water, erosion, minerals, heat, and even human activity shape the land into illusions, symbols, and artwork far bigger than anything we could create intentionally. Seeing the world from above reminds us that our planet is alive, always shifting, always surprising us. When you zoom out far enough, Earth becomes a gallery of accidental masterpieces. If this journey sparked your curiosity, be sure to like the video and share it with someone who loves exploring strange and beautiful places. And if you want to keep discovering Earth's hidden wonders, check out the videos appearing now and continue the adventure.